Saturday Showdown. Guangdong Freaks versus Leaf Sandbox.
We've seen the Rumble rise in priority since the mini rework he had, changes to his heat and his damage and stuff like that, but also a pretty good early matchup in a Jax. But if you do fall behind, if you do get punished, you will lose in the side lane super hard.
It's also blind, so the K'Sante is what Dundun's going to pick up. I don't like that as much. It feels like Nongshim now are highly indexed into magic damage, assuming Jiwoo is going to go for the largely AP build, plus a Rage Blade.
T1 really struggle, even with the tools available to them.
It's true. We just have to see how it is as we hop onto the Rift for Game 1.
Tibbers is so regularly available, has so much uptime, and Annie's model is so small that I feel like it's more about the Tibbers than it is about the Annie.
I also like Frostfire because Tibbers has that really cute scarf. I'm a fan of the cute scarf.
Using his Q, I believe, before the engage came in. Does get punished for it. Flash down means potential setup for a gank going forwards. But ultimately, Alistair level 1, you're not really contesting that anyway, so not too huge of a deal. And does get access to that Hex Flash.
True. And that is, in some people's opinion, mainly mine.
Losing my mind.
Yes. Scrims, my favorite British teen drama.
Yeah.
As T1, they do find each other, the two junglers. It is going to be some shelf. Oh,
this looks fun.
Yeah, he's going to have to flash. He's like, I'll push you away and then run away. Ooh, it's a dangerous time. He is going to try and dash his way over, but it's also plates going over to Zeus as well. He is going to collect at least one of them. Yeah, exactly. And he's just doing so much work. Overheats. Dundun's going to be able to get in range, I think, of the experience. But you can see that Zeus doesn't actually use the ultimate, wants to hold on to that one in case he has to use it defensively.
It's just like Sunfire, Abyssal Mask, Evan Shroud. It's like Sunfire and 2 amp items.
You love to see it. Owner going to look for Sylvie here. Cease and Desist is going to be available as Sylvie's just pushed out of his jungle. Now a potential dive onto Dundun could happen, but he is K'Sante. There's not a lot of armor right now. No shoes either. Dundun is walking barefoot around the top lane. As Poby's going to come on over, there is a control ward in this brush, and it looks like Nongshim are looking for a fight. Teleport in from both of these top laners, and in goes Owner. The flash out from Fiesta, though, and there is the equalizer, but First Blood goes over to Jiwoo. Dundun is burning down, needs to flash, but is going to be able to escape. And now Nongshim are looking for even more. Tibbers is going to be taken out. And T1, is there anything left in the tank to fight this one more time? No teleport from Dundun. So it's an honest 4v4, but still, T1 are going to back away, and Nongshim win the first team fight.
That everyone can see, but they...
Oh dear, there's a crash down. They do get the flash out of Poby, but the immediate Glacial Prison comes on in. But that is going to be a cease and desist onto Sylvie. He is looking to try and escape. The equalizer going to be flashed out of. And now K'Sante finds the backline, but the backline finds him. And he's just obliterated. We've equalized the kills here towards this topside river. I was checking solo queues, and I might have to hold that thought for a moment as Dundun is looking for Zeus. That equalizer going to do nothing here, but Zeus is just going to burn him down. Sometimes you just get really, really hot and auto-attack stuff, and you win.
Probably soon.
Ooh, there is a flash pulverize onto Sylvie. He's looking to try and run his way out. It's a decent Magnet Storm, but no follow-up here from Peter, as Blade Caller is going to do a lot of damage. Owner is just dead once again, though, as Carrier finds yet another one. A great equalizer. Look at the AoE, and look at Zeus! He's just back in, destroying everyone! Zeus, this is the guy that we missed from last week. Where have you been? Oh, it doesn't matter. We're just glad that he's back. That is going to be the triple. The ace comes through, and T1 will look for a Baron. Man, this Rumble champion's pretty good. And look, this was a tried and true one from back in the day. As Poby may die here. I think that it's going to be, tough for him to get out of that one.
You know, really good move from Nongshim. Often when teams reset, they get a Baron, they come back out, they try and set up all the waves, maybe a bit wide, and Nongshim just find an opportunity where Poby's walking up solo. This will really delay.
And is it going to mean that we equalize the Drakes as well? Zeus is here. Okay, that's a flash prison. They want to try and take him down, but Kerry is there to defend. Jiwoo going to be taken down, and now Sylvie, nothing he can do against Zeus and Owner, but mainly Zeus. Poby's going to teleport in, avoids the Q from Dundun there quite nicely, finds himself a little bit of a cone there, and once again the K'Sante is by himself. And there's not a whole lot that he's going to be able to do. He could have gone all out, but that was not the time to do it. A teleport from the Pigeon, and headbutt not going to be enough. and he just heads towards the top side of the map. Peter will probably die. Does avoid the Vault Breaker, though, so he can say that he at least had that one. And that is actually some more money going over to Nongshim. Magnus Storm comes in. Owner is trying to kill him, and he will be able to do it. The Ignite's still ticking.
Very close.
Yeah, not too bad there from Peter. I think he can say that he almost got him. He does make some sense there. As we got some flashes flying in. There's a headbutt pole onto Sylvie. He's trying to get himself out of there. Magnus Storm, they just dive on top of the Rumble. This time it's going to work. He gets the equalizer out, but it doesn't do anything. Void Seeker comes in. And Nongshim, they've managed to find so much of the damage. Like 50% of the game's damage is now dead. Can they actually take this Baron, though, is the question. There are still carries left remaining onto T1. Carrier uses his Unbreakable Will, but the Baron, they are still taking it down. Owner in the area, but there it is. The Baron's going to be taken. They get the Feather Storm. Emperor's Divide's going to be flashed, though, as now Gumayusi trying to get these auto attacks down. Fiesta going to get taken. The Blade Caller is big. Gumayusi now trying to get the autos in, but it's Jiwoo that locks it down. The Supercharger comes forward, and now Gumayusi's in trouble. Beautiful Arctic Assault. And Nongshim, they are going to win the team fight. Owner, can he escape? I don't know whether he's going to be able to. No Volts to break over there. As Carrier, can he taxi his way over? That would have been cute. Hex Flash going to get him back towards his jungler. And it's a 3 for 3. And Owner now in position as well. Zeus is the scary one. They do need to pay attention, but Gumayusi, if they are too busy trying to take down Zeus, Gumayusi will kill all of them. So it's a difficult equation to try and work out. Okay, Owner is going to press that cease and desist button. They look for the backline as Jiwoo's going to survive. They take down Poby. Fiesta just barely goes golden to buy a few extra seconds. And Jiwoo going to have to go back here. T1 move back towards the Baron. They don't have their mid laner, but I mean, that's kind of been the state of this team for the last little while. And they will be able to take the Baron here. They can now move over towards the Elder Drake as well, as Nongshim are setting themselves up to try and have a defense.
Elder's going to be the big one. The Baron, you know, the stats are nice, but I feel like it's not going to play that much of a part. It's all down to this fight.
Certainly is. They do have a teleport from Poby, but it's still 15 seconds away as Dundun just getting destroyed. These feathers are so dangerous as now Owner taking a lot of damage, but he's going to flash forward. Jiwoo needs to use the Zhonya's, but the rest of his team has been eradicated, and T1, they will be able to put together the Exodia if they would like to, but instead I think they'll just destroy a Nexus and move on towards game number 2.
You know what? They get the win in the end. It took quite a bit of time, and obviously Nongshim put up a decent fight considering the fact that T1 had such a big lead. T1 should just be able to close it out here. They'll be looking forward. Has Flash and Stun available. I think if they just blow up Fiesta, game's over.
Certainly should be. Fiesta does not have his Zhonya's back available. He's going to use this one wave. There's the Pulverize. Carrier goes for the flash forward. Dundun burning down. Tibbers running after him in mecha form there as well, as the Equalizer is going to be thrown down on top of Fiesta again, much like it has all game long. He gets to the fountain, but the Nexus, it can't get there. It will be taken down, and T1 win their first game. We're going to have a look at the damage once again. Gumayusi, towards the end of the game, was able to get a fair bit in there, but that, 31k for Zeus. I think he's got MVP written next to his name. The lane Trundle to eat the resistances of the Ornn.
He's nodding.
Oh, he's doing it. He is not scared. Oh, I don't know whether he should be either, because you're setting up more things for Ornn to get knockups on. This is going to be pillars all over the lane.
This is about revenge for last game, right?
Oh, yeah.
This is about, hey, you played Rumble into me. I'm getting the counter matchup this time.
But they do have some possible coordinated attacks. Let's see how it goes. We hop onto the rift. And more against champions, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, that one didn't hit.
Okay, so there we go. Poby getting his eye in, figuring out how to get this one done. So we're going to have a look at this once again. Anything standing out to you as far as keystones are concerned? A few scorches going around the rift. Tuho picked up the win on the Trundle into the Cho'Gath in 2018. There we go.
I remember that meta.
It's going to mean that 2 scuttles go over to Nongshim. All the shellfish for the broth. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. As Rakan on a bit of a tear at the moment.
A lot of winning.
Yeah. Ooh, Fiesta is quite low. as is POG, as we've got another hook going wide. There's a flash out from Jiwoo. The flash forward, though, and Carrier is going to lock down that first blood. Deserved for this Rakan that has such a high win rate at the moment. Particular skin, do like it. The Fury Horn, I believe it is.
Uh-oh.
As Owner is just going to flash on top of Fiesta. He's going to have to flash the wall, does get feared, but is going to be able to keep himself alive. But still, that is flash down now.
Well, that says to me,
oh dear.
That's a pretty easy one. Owner's going to be level 6 soon as well.
Yeah,
oh, no.
That's a big old knock-up as Dindin, going to get thrown back on, and that is the Brittle, and he well and truly goes down. No level 6 available for the Trundle, and Zeus just solo kills him. The counter pick.
Yeah, I think this is just a matter of disrespecting the level 6, because if Dundon had level 6 here, he'd be fine. But remember, he has no flash as well. Tries to interrupt the ult.
Meanwhile, Jiwoo is dead again. Dundon's got Subjugate now. He can just subjugate his opposition whenever he would like to. Until that's on cooldown, I think we're not too worried, as we're going to see another Grand Entrance land and Jiwoo just explode. But
yeah, just really good play, kind of showing, you know, if you don't have the summoners, 2,000 gold lead, just shy of it already for T1.
Yeah, this is just massive. And their composition...
Sylvie?
Sylvie is in the pit fighting Zeus as Peter finds himself a big old dredge line. Zeus is just fighting by himself, though, as Jiwoo dives in. And Paranoia comes down. They will be able to get towards that back line as over the wall goes Sylvie, and now Ona just in here by himself. They do manage to get the pullback onto the Trundle, and that is 2 kills here for T1 in response. They are still trying to get on top of this Vi, as Carrier is still going to walk on over. He is going to get in there as, Sylvie, you can't do that. Why are we, Hello? Jiwoo's standing on top of a ward as Peter is going to find a hook. There's the Vault Breaker in. Cease and Desist is going to come down onto Ona. Carrier tries to save him, but it's not going to work out. They turn the lights off, but he still dies in the dark, unfortunately. And Blastcone is going to disengage. Sand Soldier's getting a bit angry at Fiesta here, and POG so far has had a great game on this Azir. That first shuffle around the Herald, very nicely played.
A lot of plates taken as well.
Yeah, able to push Fiesta out, of course. Rift Herald helping out there as Dindon.
As great as Ravenous Hydra might be on Trundle top lane.
Carrier, just let's hold that thought for a moment, as the Trundle may be dead. I'm pretty sure he could potentially die. Yeah, there we go. You know what? Ona's going to be able to grab that kill.
I'm going to continue my point.
Yeah, as you were saying.
Ravenous Hydra, you lose stacks on death. I'm not sure this is a good item for Dundon.
Okay. Cease and Desist going to come through onto Carrier. He is burning. Takes a last auto as he's ticking down. He gets the heal, and he's still going to die. So underneath the turret goes Sylvie. He's limping towards it as Call of the Forge God comes down. Sylvie not quite dead just yet, but he is so incredibly close. Decides to go back in as well. Okay, gentleman's agreement there on that one, I guess, as Ona's going to block the Void Seeker. Very nicely done. We don't get the pullback onto Jiwoo, so he will be able to survive. Dustbringer's back in once again. We'll stand on that for the extra AD to try and take down that turret as Sylvie comes on in. Okay, so Poby, he is going to be the sacrificial Azir. He will be taken down here as now Zeus gets the knock up onto Dindon. Dindon, though, he has Subjugate available. He runs fast because he has Swifty shoes.
Fully stacked Ravenous Hydra.
Oh, yeah. That's a knock-up as Dindon does use the Subjugate here. Can he avoid it? No, he cannot, but look at this. All of that health, the tribute to the king being utilized. And now, Jiwoo is coming round for the gank. Dindon going to get some work done on this turret as Jiwoo clears out the control ward and will now come on over and help grab a little bit of extra money. So there we go, that's bounties. Bounties, wow. T1 fairly far ahead at this stage of the game.
Least favorite celebration.
Unless you're like a real Coconut fan.
Yeah.
But I'm...
You know, I like Coconut. Still not a big fan of bounties.
Yeah. It's not that good. As Carrier is just having a good time, as we can see. Quickness going to come through, as he doesn't have Subjugate, guys. So he's dead.
Yeah.
There we go.
So,
Carrier picks up the kill.
I mean, he should be able to stack it up pretty quickly, but this is why I was kind of saying that, like, Ravenous Hydra with Dundon. So that's
true.
a difference maker. It's shaking them.
They had that with pre-Shiv LeBlanc top, though, as Peter is still flashing. They're still going for things. And Dundon still going to be able to get a turret. Grand Entrance not going to quite find the mark. Emperor's Divide also does absolutely nothing. But I think Sylvie's still dead. There's the knock-up as well onto the Viger. who is going to get booped back once again. Peter going to get caught out of position as well, though, as Dundun's pushing the bottom lane. Let's go. Look at him. He's hitting it really, really hard multiple times. He's got pants. See, look in his inventory. He's got cool shoes. He's got the Ravenous Eye. He's tanking the turret and eats it. There we go. Baron's going to go down because I think Zeus has been doing A-okay in the matchup.
I wonder what it...
Peter is in a bit of trouble.
He does have his tower there.
He does. Doesn't have flash, though, and Owner is just hitting him a bunch of times with his scythe arms, and Sylvie was here, but he's not actually...
Yeah, has it been enough time?
When you stop believing, Orcs, that's when you stop. And you know what? It's not going to be now. Not for Sylvie. He's making his way out. Owner now. Not going to be out of fear, Dundun. Dundun's not afraid of anything at all. He's just chomping one after the other. Sylvie coming on in. And there is the call of the Forge God. He once again takes down the Ornn, but now can T1 find the team fight? That's wiped off the face of Summoner's Rift by Phoebe. The double kill comes forward. It's a double for Owner as well. It's double central here as Jiwoo, he might make it a triple for one of these guys, but instead T1, they're going to look to take some more objectives from this map. This was when he was dead.
There's also this neat thing with Zaya's kit where when she uses abilities, her auto attacks will put feathers behind.
That is pretty neat. As good as
like that.
He's going to kill Jiwoo. There we go. Feather Storm. Peter going to miss time.
So
the dredge line.
Generally, when you're playing into Zaya, you want to avoid being between her and her feathers.
Okay, got it.
I think Guma's been good as well, but I think Carrier had a lot of impact in those early plays.
Yeah, he decided to just kill him.
감정을 담아서
TP
해버렸네.
24 minutes as well.
불공하면 맞았다.
He's having a very good time, as you can see. Big smile on Ganushi's face. Paranoia towards the bottom side. Can you kill Dundun? Is the question as Poby's killing Sylvie off to the other side. Dundun's trying his very best not to be scared, but he is scared, and he is going to be taken down. Good work there by Jonas Strong to try and cover two fights at the same time. As now Fiesta is dead. Well, I mean, he's not... well, yeah, but he is. You know, but he wasn't straight away.
Yeah, there was some time. You have to hesitate. You're like, wait.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And then he is.
You know,
do I?
I'm not sold on the Trundle.
Zeus, he's going to call the Ram. They are going to get the knock-up, but he does manage to buffer the dredge line. Look at this. Peter just wandering it out. Oh, there's the cage. It's going to work out to help him, but the Sand Soldiers come on in and stab the Nautilus, but they get the kill on Carrier.
Yeah, that was a pretty good trade.
But they can't see the Baron as well.
You have to go in.
Excuse me. The Baron is down extraordinarily low. Okay, Paranoia comes on in. They're not going to be, and that's just a free Baron. It was almost kind of cool.
I'm going to say it.
Poby's just going to win the game. Owner is going to go down to a GA, and Poby's going to try and he threw out the dab, showing a little bit of pizzazz here for the young player as the Ram comes through, and the Viger is not going home. Not today, as Dundun just gets trolled by the Sand Soldiers. Poby's playing with him, and he's going to be able to lock down the kill. Manages to get the other one. Carrier steals it away, but Poby, he's taken that kill in my heart, ladies and gentlemen. T1, they will be able to take down the Nexus, and 2-0 Nongshim. Welcome back, T1. Looking way better this week. Yeah. Of course, their next matchup this week is going to be against D plus Kia, so
bit of a step up.
A step up, in the opposition. I don't know how much Canna has been practicing the Trundle top, but it might be that he'll.
Thank you guys. This is Dear for the POG interview translation. We are here joined by Zeus and Kyria on the side of T1. Congratulations. Now T1 was able to break their consecutive loss. How do you feel, Zeus? Like on a day like this, today I feel like usually you would just come into the stage telling yourself that maybe you'll probably win, but I feel like lately we haven't been in the place to actually say that. It wasn't very comfortable, but we're glad that we won. Kyria, we knew that we wouldn't have an easy game today, but I feel like I'm just glad to say that I had an enjoyable match today. As you guys have mentioned, it was T1's first consecutive loss after 2 years. Given so, maintaining the right team atmosphere must have been crucial. And Zeus, what kind of conversation did you have to overcome this?
이렇게 1군 데뷔하고 나서 이렇게 뭔가 좀 어려움을 겪었던 적이 많이 없었어가지고
I don't think we really went through as much hardship after I got promoted to LCK, but I feel like this experience is helping me learn a lot on how to deal with that.
캐리어 선수는 어떤 생각하고 계신가요?
Carria, how about you?
팀이요, 분위기요.
네, 분위기를 끌어올리기 위해서
Regarding how to bring up the atmosphere and the team.
팀이 분위기가 안 좋을 때는 이제
I feel like whenever the team has a bad atmosphere,
심리적인 요인이 크다 생각해서 이제 그쪽을
like there's a lot of
했던 것 같습니다.
그래서 지난 주말에 팀원들이랑
there's a lot to do with your mentality, so I make sure to focus on that.
저는 뭐
It looks like you guys went to Jeju Island last weekend. Was the trip helpful? Yeah, I had a lot of fun. And Zeus, yeah, I really like Jeju Island.
네, 좋습니다. 그리고 또 포비 선수가 미드에서 갑작스럽게 콜업이 되면서
And
좀 부담감이
Pobi
컸을 것 같은데요.
Must have felt a lot of pressure from being called up last minute. So did you say anything nice to him after the win?
되게 성격 자체가
This kid,
뭔가
his personality,
약간 그 고등학생 느낌이 아니라서 그냥
it just doesn't feel like he's high school student. So,
그래서 그냥
and
많이 배우고
he
있습니다.
tends to be pretty bold. So it's actually pretty nice.
후배에게 많이 배운다 이런 말을 아무나 할 수 있는 말은 아닌데 대단하신 것 같습니다. 그렇게 해서 이제 게임
Feels
얘기를
like
좀 나눠보도록 하겠습니다. 제우스
the
선수,
veterans have
제우스
something
선수의
to learn
말을
from
빠르게
the
밴을
rookie as well.
당했었습니다.
In game one, your Gnar was quickly banned. So how did that make you feel?
그래서
I felt like I was getting respected. It was really good. Felt great. And so, how crucial was Rumble in the comp from game one?
지금 그냥 완전 OP라고
Rumble as a
생각을 해서
champion right now is just so OP right now.
또 그냥 오히려 럼블한테 맞춰야 되는 그런 느낌이어가지고.
And
근데
I
솔직히
feel
요새
like right now you
나오는
almost have to
챔피언들이
center your comp around
좋은 것
Rumble. I just think he's really good.
지금 티어가 높다 이렇게 평가를 하고 계신 것 같은데
너무
Would you say that?
네, 실제로 경기 내에서도 그 좋은 모습들이 계속
It seems like he would rank him as tier 1.
그 럼블이 활약했던 장면을 저희가
And in game one, there was a
같이
huge
보시죠.
damage burst in the narrow pathway. Let's take a look at this replay.
들어가면서 갑자기 상대들이 그냥 다 쓰러졌습니다. 이때 상황 설명 좀 부탁드릴게요.
And there was a Rumble and Zaya wombo combo
싸움 났길래
that just 100 to 0 everything. So how did this happen?
이렇게 불 끌어갔는데 근데
So yeah, there was a
손가락 얹은 거
there's a little bit of team fight that opened up, so I went to extinguish, act like a firefighter here. But you know, I didn't expect that it was going to be this good.
어쨌든 간에 뭐 럼블과 자야의 시너지가 굉장히 돋보였던 장면이었고 알리스타까지
It really demonstrated the synergy between these two champions. And Carria, in game 2, your team blind picked Azir and locked Zaya Rakan in. So was there a shift in game 1 where you guys wanted to go with strong side bot? When we went with the comp in game 1, I feel like we wanted to go for a comp where we could bully the enemy support, so we went with this comp. And you were able to get Rakan on an 8 winning streak, so why do you think he's doing so well? I feel like the way that Rakan works is really good with the in terms of improving synergy within our team, so I think he's just really good. And Zeus, Dundun brought out his top trundle, so how unexpected was that? Yeah, we were definitely not expecting that at all, but when we saw the pick, we thought, wow, he's bold, maybe it's a good pick. And so this is actually a discussion that took before your debut, but there's always been a heated debate about the Orin versus Trundle matchup, so what's your stance on it? From the way I see it, in a 1v1,
많이 유리할 것 같고.
feel like when
네, 그래서 그냥 치석 들고 많이
Trundle
때리면은 좋을 것 같습니다.
어떤 아이템, 어떤 룬을 가지고 이제 플레이를 하느냐에 따라서 좀
uh,
달라질 수 있다.
with the
이런
right
말씀이신 것
rune
같습니다.
and item, I feel like Trundle would definitely win in
자,
a
그리고 이제
1v1.
아까 치어풀에서 잠깐 잡히기도 했었는데요. 이제 팬분들이 모두 페이커 선수의 팔 부상 회복 상태를 많이
And so many
궁금해하시는 것
fans are
같습니다.
concerned
페이커
about
선수
Faker's
상태는
arm
어떠신가요?
injury, as you can see from all the posters that the fans are holding up. So how is he doing?
저부터 말하자면은
네네.
그냥 항상 출근은 종종 이렇게 해서 같이 게임 얘기도 하고 보고 있어서 그냥
He still comes to work, and so we would talk about the game.
병원 다니면서
I feel like he's
그리고
been
좀 솔랭 하고
going
싶다
to the
많이
hospital
얘기하더라고요.
consistently. He's recovering,
그랬습니다.
but we tend to talk about the game very often.
저도 궁금하고요.
And Carrie?
언제 났는지.
You know, I'm really curious to see when he will fully recover, but I think he's doing good. So would you like to share a word for Faker's recovery?
잘 보고 계시죠? 저희
I'm sure you're watching us right now, Faker.
열심히 잘 해보겠습니다. 천천히 오십시오.
We're taking POG and we're managing, so take your time and get your I hope for your full recovery soon. And so your next opponent will be D plus Kia. Please say your
약간 잘하나
resolution?
이런 느낌을 받았는데
like with the clean 2-0 victory, maybe we're in a position to say, well, maybe we're good. I feel like right now, I don't think there's a team that we will lose to.
일단 저도 마찬가지로 오늘 좀
And Carrie,
생각보단 잘 나와가지고
like
남원전 솔직히 조금 이제
today's performance was pretty good,
해볼만한 것 같은데
and I was a little nervous about the next match, but I feel like it's going to be doable. Like POG's doing really well too, and the rest of the players are doing well. I'll just make sure that I do well. And this will be the end of the interview with Zeus and Kyria, and back to the space.